This next video is to offer insight into the academy and how we think about our player development systems. So as you design the academy, there's two important questions to ask. What do we want players to know, and how do we get it to them? What do we want them to know is just list out all of the information, technique, strategy, mental, all of it. And then how do we get it to them? This is the practice plans. This is how we use rain days. This is how we use weekend camps. So you take the information and you create the best system for delivering it to them. And for us to figure out what the best system is in delivering it to the kids, we need to understand the two places that information gets lost. As a coach, when I'm talking to a kid, two things go wrong. Number one, they only kind of listen and they forget it. Number two, they don't understand what I'm saying. So you forget or you misunderstand. To deal with the misunderstanding one, it's about keeping the ideas simple. So if I can take a complicated idea like handling pressure in big situations, and if I can break it down and teach it to an 8-year-old in very simple language, then they won't misunderstand. But the cool thing is, if I'm teaching an 18-year-old, they will also understand the idea. So by keeping it simple, it helps all players of all levels understand a complicated idea. For example, we talk about discipline. What is discipline? If you ask a player what is discipline, they will say things like, oh, it means you're working hard. It means, you're going for your goals. Discipline, very simply, is do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. So if you have morning fitness, you wake up at the right time, you go and you start morning fitness at the right time, and you finish it. That's discipline. And when it's broken down like that, it's very easy to actually use. The other way that players lose information is they forget. How do you counter someone that forgets? You remind them 10 times. So this is why we say players need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. I teach them one time, they forget, it's useless. I remind them about it 10 times, they know exactly what I'm saying, they understand it, and now they can go use it. So we have to design our system with simple information and with plenty of reminders of what we think is important. So when you look at the academy design, you have the information section. Now, when players come to the academy, they will be forced to study all of the information that we teach and take a test and get an A on the test for the information in tennis. Once they've passed the test, we will use things like rain days and other off-court assignments to reinforce the information, and we will help them implement the information into changing behavior and learning the techniques or the actual live strategies. And the design of the implementation is you look at the 19 weeks of a semester and, okay, what are the ideas that I need them to know and to work on? And you make a priority focus for each week and a secondary focus for each week. And now the players know exactly what they're supposed to be working on. They already have the information as to how it works. And when they get put into the drills and start implementing it, it goes a lot faster. And they actually improve a lot quicker with this. So our system is designed with A priority and B priority every week. And every 6 weeks, we have an evaluation week where we can go back and work on things that they need to work on. And we kind of see how players are progressing with where we think they should be and what they should be working on. And so this is our chance to kind of personalize and take their goals into consideration and give them progress reports and feedback and help parents make sure that their kids are on track. So you have the information, you have the implementation of the information, and then you have the personalization as to what the kid needs and how to help that specific player. And so this is kind of how we designed the academy system, and some of the changes that we're going to make going into the spring is we'll just iterate on it and continue to make things better, more defined, and more simple. And we're going to add a fitness test and some fitness into the program just to make sure that the kids are keeping up with enough fitness to be ready to go and play tournaments. The other thing that we're going to add is more practice time, because we think that they need to, especially at the higher levels of tennis, they need to spend a little bit more time on court. So we're going to add practices, we're going to add fitness tests, and we're going to add specific fitness parts to our program. So that's kind of how we looked at designing the academy and how to teach tennis. So yeah, the next video is going to be about camps.